Hello everyone, Batman 2049 back with another What If. And this is a continuation of What If Goku taught Gohan the Spirit Bomb and the Kaioken. When we last left off, Goku had sacrificed himself to take out Majin Buu. But his sacrifice was in vain, as he knew it would be. With Babidi controlling him, he sacrificed everything and laid it down on the line. But it didn't work. Before his death, he told the Kais, take my mother and Vegeta and train them in the hyperbolic time chamber. This is a time skip. This will not go into the Battle of Gods. This is the 4-year skip between the end of the Buu arc and the Battle of Gods. Now, in the other world, Goku has mastered Super Saiyan 3, and he has infused it with Kaioken to the level of 20, equal to base Super Saiyan 4. He chooses not to use Super Saiyan 4 because it brings back bad memories. Now, we go back to Earth. And on Earth, Buu has been fighting both Buu, I'm sorry, where's the other one? Buu has been fighting Vegeta, and he's been fighting Gine. And he's been pushed to his limit. He's getting angrier and angrier by the second. And then finally, poof! Good Buu and Evil Buu appear. Now, as per canon, both Buus fight. And fight. Vegeta says, maybe the one will absorb the other. Gine is like, no, the pink one is too weak. And then, while they're fighting, Good Buu tries to turn Bad Buu into chocolate, and it backfires, resulting in Bad Buu eating Good Buu, and then boom, Super Buu is born. Both Gine and Vegeta are a match for this man, and they could easily take him down. But Buu knows he can't fight them. So, both Gine and Vegeta and the others on the lookout are all absorbed into Majin Buu. But while inside, they've all put barriers around them to prevent themselves from being used. Now, we pan back over to the other world, where Goku is training to master a new form. He calls it Wrathful Super Saiyan 3 Kaioken times 20. He's been training with none other than his wife, Chichi, who he has helped achieve Super Saiyan 4. Now, while she was up there, she got new clothes, everything. They've trained under King Kai. They've trained under the Saiyans down in hell. And while they're there, Goku says, Chichi? Yes, Goku. Listen, I know I hurt you some months ago on Earth. And I apologize for that. It wasn't your fault. You were being possessed. I forgive you. Your mother did. Why can't you? Goku looks around and says, you don't get it, do you? None of you did. When that demented wizard popped into my mind, I resisted at first. But then he told me about Vegeta's secret Super Saiyan 4 power. I had known. In that split second, he allowed my darkness to overtake over. But I was still fighting. And then I heard the darkness in me talk about getting stronger. And I let it happen. We know this, Goku. Listen. I've been up here for 4 months. I've mastered both of these forms. But I think it's time I go. Goku, you can't go back to Earth. I don't intend to. Goku puts his fingers on his head and instant transmissions. He stands before King Yama. Goku, what are you doing here? I have a favor to ask, King Yama. I've done enough favors for you. No, this is one you will want to do. What? Send me to hell. What? I've done too much damage on Earth. I can't go back. I've done too much damage. I've hurt too many people. You're a hero, Goku. I can't do this. Goku stretches out a hand, points it at King Yama's face, and says, please, don't make me do this. Fine, Goku. But know if you go down there, you'll never be able to go back to Earth again. Ever. Goku starts charging up a ki, and Chichi appears behind him and says, Goku, don't do this. He walks over to Chichi, gives her a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and says, take care of Gohan and Goten for me, and know that I love you. He fires the ki blast at King Yama. Chichi deflects it, but it's too late. King Yama has sent Goku to hell, where he has decided to train and train and train. The only way he could be wished back now is with the Dragon Balls on Namek. Earths are too weak. Now, we pan over to Chichi, who's crying and crying and crying. King Yama is actually laughing. Why are you laughing? My husband... Chichi, you don't understand what he just did. He decided to become the hero of hell. I knew what he was planning. I just didn't expect him to do it. You mean he did it for good? He did it so you and everybody else will survive. He knows Buu's going to be destroyed. And when Buu gets to hell, well, let's just say that somebody's going to need to be down there to keep things in line. Oh, I thought he truly turned. No, Chichi, no. So we pan back over to the fight. And then at that moment, Chichi senses everything on Earth, teleports back to King Kai and says, King Kai, I know, my dear. Majin Buu has absorbed everyone. What are we going to do? I can only think of one thing that might save the Earth now. Now, at that moment, King Kai uses his powers to pluck Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta out of Buu's body. What do you want, King Kai? Oh, Chichi, there you are. Where's Kakarot? We need him. He's gone, Vegeta. But what do you mean he's gone? He's in hell, Vegeta. Oh. Listen, you and Chichi need to do the fusion dance. The fusion dance? What's that? King Kai, you talking about that Metamoran fusion technique Goku tried to teach me? Yes? Fine, I may not be a pure Saiyan, but I will do it. Chichi and Vegeta learn the fusion dance, and they fuse into an all-powerful Super Saiyan Limit Breaker Full Power Super Saiyan 4. The instant transmission to Earth, and in 6, I repeat, 6 attacks, they beat Buu. And while they're beating him, he gets so angry that he reverts back to Kid Buu. And it is in this moment where Vegeta goes, you know, Chichi, now that we've defused, there's something I gotta ask you. What is it? Did Goku teach you the Spirit Bomb? Yeah? I'll buy you time. But we're already strong enough. We need to make sure this pink blob never comes back. Very well. So, Vegeta buying time, Gohan's there in Super Saiyan 2 Rage, and they're fighting and fighting and fighting, and after 45 minutes of buying time, they are actually able to create a Genki Dama bigger than the one used in Dragon Ball GT. It's fired at Kid Buu, but Kid Buu taps into his inner darkness, and it's just as he's getting ready, Chi-Chi's getting ready to falter, she hears her husband going, what are you doing? Push it back! I'm not strong enough, Goku. I can't. Listen, they gathered the Dragon Balls on Namek to wish me back. I'm still in hell, but I convinced them to use that to power you and Vegeta up. Have him give you all the energy he's got, and you will beat Kid Buu. And then I'll see you again soon. So after that, the Genki Dama grows even bigger, and it's pushed down to Kid Buu. Vegeta passes out of Super Saiyan 4, and there, in that moment, standing there, is Super Saiyan 4 full power Chichi with a smirk on her face. And she says, I hope one day you're reincarnated as a good guy, because knowing my husband, he would love to train you. Until then, goodbye. And the Genki Dama is pushed. Kid Buu is eviscerated from this planet. And 10 seconds later, he appears in Hell, where none other than Super Saiyan 3 Limit Breaker Kaioken times 20 Wrathful Goku is waiting. He has put Perfect Cell, who tried to escape, Final Form Frieza, who tried to escape, and now he put Majin Buu away so they couldn't escape. He powers down from Kaioken into regular Super Saiyan 3 and says, well, my work here is done, but I plan to stay here a little while longer. Then he hears a voice in his head of a person that's standing not too far away. My son, you've grown into a great warrior. He turns and it's Bardock. When he was activated as Kakarot, he remembered his father. Hey, Dad. You remember? Only just. But yes, I remember everything. I've hurt people, Dad. I hurt Mom, and I hurt my wife. I saw everything. That wasn't you, my boy. Although, I really wish you hadn't ended Look, I did what I had to do. I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize to me, son. I am so proud of the man you turned out to be. And in that moment, Bardock and Goku now in his base form, Goku says, you know what, Father? Why don't you and me go train? But where? We're in Hell. Once a friend of mine was down here and he told me a great spot for our inner darknesses to come forth and we could face them head on. You'll face your inner demons and I'll face mine. Maybe then we'll be cleansed enough where you can go up to heaven. What about you? Nah, I ain't leaving this place. I'm where I belong. Son, you didn't do what you did on purpose. I know, but I let my pride get the best of me. I need some time alone. So once we're done training, I'm going to the deepest pits of hell where only those insane would go. And I'm going to stay there for 2 whole years, meditating, gaining control over my inner emotions. And then I could be wished back. So they train and train and train. Bardock unlocks Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3. Goku teaches him Kaioken. Bardock still has his tail. And one day, while they're training, Goku says, listen, there's a form beyond mine. Vegeta, Gine, and my wife have all achieved this form. I will never use it. What I want you to do now, since there's nothing more I could do, is I'm going to go to the deepest parts. I want you to go to King Kai's, and he'll tell you the rest. Son! Goku puts his fingers, gives Bardock a hug, and chops him in the back of the head. He says to King Yama, I know you're listening. Send him to King Kai's place. Bardock vanishes and wakes up. Who are you? Ah, so you're the father of Kakarot. Yeah, but where am I? And in a split second. Bardock, is that you? Gine had been teleported up to King Kai's place with the behest to train with him, not knowing that Bardock was going to be there. They hug and they embrace. And then Gine tells Bardock everything about Kakarot. Then Chichi shows up and says, Gine, who is this fine fellow? My husband, your father-in-law. Ah, well, we have some time to kill. Why don't we sit down and have a good family meal? It's just sometimes like this I wish Goku was here. Bardock says, about that, I know where he is. But I can tell you, if he comes back, he will never be the same. And we leave this part off with 2 years into the training of Gine, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Chichi. In the next part of this What If, we get into the Beerus saga. But let me state this right now. The next part will be a 2-part back-to-back. So like a 0.5 or something. So be ready for when Beerus the Destroyer comes to Earth and has to face not 1, not 2, but 4 Super Saiyans. 4 Super Saiyan 4s. And a Super Saiyan with a power that almost rivals the gods. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Until then, guys, may the power protect you always. Never forget, it's your move. May the Force be with you. And Bye-bye.